second half, I thoroughly enjoyed because I sit at that end as well. So 4 goals at that end, and Erling got his shooting boots on, didn't he, in the second half?
That goal was something else.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing.
So the nights are starting to close in now. It's not a bad night actually. It's not windy, it's not rainy, but it starts to feel the chill as we go into match day 3 of the 8 Champions League stage games. And judging by what I was watching last night on TV, the jeopardy just isn't in these games. I mean, City will want to win tonight, of course they will. And Pep Guardiola says that a win against Sparta Prague, Feyenoord and Bruges are essential. Obviously there are big games to come away from home, PSG, Lisbon, you know, tough games, has to be said, Juventus. So City will definitely want to win this game tonight, but I don't feel like, to me, it's a do or die game. Well, maybe other people will feel differently. I just want to say, as usual, thanks very much to Timpson for their support in what I do, which is very much appreciated. Also to RRG Group, who have a string of garages that do repairs and sales all around the northwest of England, and to everybody else who supports me. So thank you, even if you're a contributor or you come and say hello to me or whatever it might be, say nice things after the vlog's gone up. I do really appreciate it. So let's see who I bump into today, what the mood is, and see what the result is as well after the last gasp winner at Wolves. Right, let's see, let's get out and about.
Champions League to me doesn't have as much jeopardy in it as it once did.
No, it doesn't, but it's still a good game, still good opportunity for us to get 3 points on the board, because obviously there was the draw in the first game against Inter, so it's really important for me that we put on a good performance, get the 3 points, hopefully score lots of goals and give the fans something to enjoy, because I was here myself for the Inter game and I left feeling a little bit deflated, I'm not going to lie, but so I'm hoping today that we turn it on and score some goals and provide an entertaining game.
I was watching the under-19s playing in the UEFA Youth Cup earlier on.
Yeah.
You'd have been playing in that years ago, wouldn't you?
Yeah, way back when. It was all good experience growing up, and it's just shaped how I've been as a person. I didn't have the biggest career in professional football, but I still made a good living from the game, and it is all down to the foundations and everything that I learnt at Man City.
I suppose at that time it would have been who? Jim Cassell? And
yeah, Jim Cassell, Alex
Gibson,
Frankie Bunn was there as well, and it was just a good setup. The youth setup then was brilliant, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's progressed leaps and bounds, but back then I think we would have had a youth setup to compete with anyone in the country.
So when you see Felix Nemecha playing for Dortmund, and James McAtee and Phil Foden coming through, you must be even more proud than, I know you're a City fan anyway, but you must be very proud of that. Yeah, definitely am, and I just think it just shows the progression, and even some of the players that you mentioned, even if they don't make it into the City first team, they will go on to have good careers in the game, and it's just all about the foundations and everything they teach, and not just the footballing side, but off the pitch, your diet, the sort of your mental well-being, and it's just all brilliant what they do at City, even back then. So as I said, right now it'll be even better. Confident of a win tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think a definite win, lots of goals.
It feels to me like there's almost like there's not a lot of worth or value in them anymore. I mean, I think the stadium's not going to be. I think we're not going to be full tonight, are we? So they were giving away tickets for 35 quid for corporate tonight.
Right.
In some place, we got offered a couple of friends of ours have been offered tickets to sit down and have a meal.
If I'd have
really
known that,
cheap.
I'd have had one for 35 quid.
So it just feels like it's anything to make a few quid for UEFA these days at the moment.
So you don't feel like there's any jeopardy in this game? Win or lose, it makes no difference?
No, I don't.
I think we still have to win.
We still have to win,
but the winning bit should be the easy bit, because the teams that we're playing against are really low teams in those countries where they're operating. They're not in the same level at all.
I know every City fan wants us to win tonight, that goes without saying. But if they didn't win tonight, if they lost, it wouldn't be the end of the world, would it?
Oh, it wouldn't change the destination, no. But you still want to win. And the point is, they'll be playing probably more of the younger players to get more, experience in the game, and so that'll be interesting from that point of view. But our sort of younger team players would be better than this team that we're playing tonight on nearly every circumstance that they've come with. wouldn't they?
So on that basis, you're expecting a weaker team, if you want to call it that, tonight, are you?
I'm expecting does City have a weak team? I don't think so, but
younger team,
a younger team, maybe some of the players who are not getting as much game time might get a bit of game time tonight.
Yeah. They'll still win,
which will be good experience. They'll win.
So, Cole, when were you born? What month? What year?
May 2012.
So, I always say to you, like, all you've ever known is victories and trophies as a Man City fan, isn't it? And not so much the heartbreak of some of the 1980s and 1990s and the early 2000s. But here's the thing, young Cole here just made a statement. We were talking about who deserves the next statue in the statue alley, whatever we're calling it here at the Etihad. And I said, Rodri holding his Ballon d'Or. That would be a great statue. And what did you say?
I said Rodri's a good player, but he's a bit like, he said, like, he does the basics, but we need someone that can do like more than that, like Haaland or...
Like turn round. I think he's a bit biased. He's got swept up in the goal scoring hype of the Ballon d'Or criteria.
And yet me, I'd have Pep Guardiola as a statue.
Pep Guardiola, we agree on that?
Yeah, we agree.
It's got to be the next statue. Or even, what did you say, Ian?
The North Stand.
The North Stand, the Guardiola stand, forever and a day.
Yeah.
So, Pep, should we go with Pep as the next statue?
Yeah.
Pep is the next statue. Fantastic.
What are we going for today? Is it going to be a comfortable City win, or...?
I think there's a bit of an air of May 2012 onwards about it, so it's got to be a 3-0 victory, surely.
You reckon?
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, 3-0 sounds good.
Can I just ask, have you ever seen them lose?
Not recently, no.
Well, listen, enjoy.
Fantastic.
No. I don't think it's a do or die game. Should beat these easy or something too. Should be in the top 8. To be honest with you. If we're not in the top 8, we're not good enough.
But obviously, if they finish the next 16, there's just one extra round. They're still through,
exactly. That's the most important thing or something too. And this format's a bit confusing at the moment or something, you know. Yeah. So I think once you get to the top 8, I reckon once you start finding out the next phase or something too. I thought the whole thing was they were going to reduce games or something too, you know. Yeah. But listen, you've got to be in it to win it.
Does it feel then that tonight's game hasn't got the edge that it might have had in the 6th game format?
Yeah, I think so, because you could afford to lose 1 or 2 games to get through or something, you know, yeah. So I think theoretically, you win your home games, win 1 away or something, so you should get through or something, yeah. Because there's 3 or 4 poorer teams that theoretically, you know, are like whipping boys, as I say, you know, yeah.
So are these tonight one of the whipping boys?
Well, I actually said I don't know that much about Sparta Prague, so I'm not really sure about that. But I think, you know, when you look at it, something to you, hopefully we should. Haaland gets his scoring shoes on and something too, you know, ready for Saturday in the league. Yeah. So up City.
To be honest, I'm still not quite sure what to make of the new format, and I think it won't pan out to the last couple of games, probably in the group stage where certain teams might be desperate for points. But I'm not particularly worried from a City perspective with it. I think we'll comfortably pick up enough points to qualify, and so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's a bit sort of suck it and see at the moment, and it's an unknown thing. So yeah, have to wait and see.
It's obviously a big deal to Sparta Prague. They've filled the away end. They'll be very, very noisy. They're the ones who benefit from this extended format, aren't they?
Well, absolutely, yeah. And they'll come here with, you know, knowing City's record, with a sort of nothing to lose mindset, I would think. I mean, saw you at the youth game today, and they went very, very aggressive in their press all over the pitch. Be interesting to see whether the first team would adopt the same way of playing tonight.
Well, it didn't work for them in the Youth Cup, so... Well,
they played well and made it difficult, but they got beat 3-0 and hat-trick from our big striker, so hopefully it'll be the same thing tonight.
Great start, probably the best start you could have wished for, and then obviously because of the start you think Sparta, they're thinking this could be a rout, so we've got everybody back behind the ball, made it tight, but again they won't be able to do it for 90 minutes, so I think there will be more goals.
So a comfortable victory in the end?
No, it will be a victory. I don't think any game in the Champions League is ever comfortable because you have to be respectful.
Yeah, a lot of possession. I think people have got the blueprint against City now. You know, they've got to get numbers back. Kind of just put that, 2 backs of 5 and look to frustrate them. So I think that's been a story of the first half. I'd like them to play a little quicker, so that in transition, if we do get the ball and we win it, could we get forward a bit quicker in numbers and maybe exploit them being a bit unbalanced instead of like waiting for them to get back in those 2 backs of 5. But you know what, it's 1-0 up. You know what I mean? I think hopefully in the second half it'll open up a bit more.
Good deserved victory. It looked like we were making a bit of hard work of it in the first half, and then we thought we got the breakthrough just after half time, but it was ruled out. We eventually came good. Deserved to win.
As a midfielder yourself, how good is Phil Foden?
Well, Phil and Bernardo, all of them, even the boy Matheus, great players. Great victory.
Did City win it again this year?
Oh, crikey. Oh, I don't know, it's a bit early for that, isn't it? Hope so.
Really good. I think the first half was a bit of hard work maybe, but Nathan Ake throughout was great. Savinho was amazing today, I thought. And Nunes as well. I think he's had like a bit of a tough start, but I think he's really coming into himself as a player, and I think he's starting to show a little bit of maybe what, maybe Mahrez was a little bit at first when it's a bit hit and miss, and players like that, I think he's growing into a bit and he's starting to look a bit Pep while he's playing.
That was a win at a canter today, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think the first half an hour I thought we were rubbish to me, or not rubbish, I didn't think we were very good, but the last 40 minutes then I thought we were just all over him. Haaland was waiting for that service that whole game, and then it only took one and he was on fire, wasn't he? Yeah, man.
How did he get his leg up and do that then?
I know, yeah, well, he's done it a few times. He scored that against Dortmund as well, didn't he, that goal? But yeah, I thought we were good, man. Yeah, on to the next one now.
The first half, I got a little bit impatient. I thought, I texted my mate and obviously it's next to me, and I said, I don't like this, passing side to side. Second half, I thoroughly enjoyed because I sit at that end as well. So 4 goals at that end, and Erling got his shooting boots on, didn't he, in the second half?
That goal was something else.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe it. It's brilliant. So I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed watching the away fans jumping up and down and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we need a choreographer for our fans, don't we? He's actually choreographed that, and I thought we could do a little bit of that, couldn't we, to think about it? Not that I'd want to join in, because I sit there fairly quietly, but yeah, but I enjoyed it.
What struck me in the second half was City were doing this thing of Kanji particularly just holding onto the ball and trying to draw them out.
Yes.
Catch them on the counter-attack. It worked, that, didn't it?
It did work. They had to do something, because we're seeing the same thing every game, aren't we? Where we get a team come, 10 men behind the ball at the back, and we scratch our heads going, what do we do to actually get there? We're missing KDB, I think, as well, because KDB would be putting those balls over to Haaland. Haaland was getting a bit frustrated because he wasn't getting them. And I thought, I think we're doing, considering we've got 2 of our really, good players out, Rodri, who I love to bits, absolutely love him, and KDB, I think we're doing okay. We're holding our own, aren't we?
We're doing bad.
Great to be a blue. It really is.
I thought we took our chances in the end. I thought first half that we created enough chances maybe to be 2 or 3 up at half time, but I think once we got the second goal then the pressure was off. And I think this was a fair result in the end, looking at the chances. When you look at the stats on the board that I saw, I think we've had about 18 chances, 10 shots on goal, 5 goals. I think you've got to be quite happy with that. And now we're in the top 3 in the league as it stands, so I think we've done all right.
I think Erling Haaland is now 1 behind Sean Gota.
Well, there you go. Won't be long then till that's broken.
So there we have it, another European night is done. Thanks to everybody who's contributed. Great to see some former City players in there. I'll be back, of course, against Southampton at the weekend for the Premier League game, when I suppose there'll be 1 or 2 changes again. Don't forget to listen to the audio podcast. Last week we had Scott Matheson on, former referee. And the week before it was the 1894 group and all sorts of other people. So have a listen to those. A lot of people say nice things about it. It's available on SoundCloud, it's on iTunes, it's Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts, and it's free. And thanks very much to the people who support me, really appreciate it. Onwards they go, City at a canter today, I would suggest. And well, great to be a Blue, isn't it?